Welcome to Funimation 3D, where science is everywhere, even inside your ears. Have you ever been in a car going up a mountain, and suddenly your ears feel weird? Like they get full or muffled, and then pop. Pop, pop. Or maybe it happens in a fast elevator or on an airplane. Why does your ear go pop, pop, pop? Is your ear doing a secret science trick? Today we're solving the mystery with something you can't see, but you feel it all the time. Air pressure. Okay, imagine the air around you is not nothing. It's actually made of tiny bits called air molecules. You can't see them, but they are everywhere, bouncing around like teeny tiny invisible balls. Now here's the cool part. All those tiny balls are always pushing on you. Not in a scary way, more like a gentle, invisible hug. Air pressure is the name for that invisible pushing. Let's use a kid-friendly picture in your mind. Imagine you are at the bottom of a giant swimming pool, but instead of water, the pool is filled with air. And above your head is a huge pile of tiny pillows. Millions and millions of tiny air pillows stacked up. Those pillows press down. That pressing is pressure. Now, what happens when you go up a mountain? When you climb higher, there is less air above your head. That means fewer tiny pillows pressing down. So higher altitude means lower air pressure. And when you go down to a lower place, like near the sea, there is more air above you, more tiny pillows pressing down. So lower altitude means higher air pressure. Same planet, different height, different pushing power. Now you might be thinking, okay, but what does this have to do with my ears? Great question. Let's take a tiny trip inside your ear. Inside your ear, you have something called the eardrum. Think of it like a tiny drum skin, like the top of a drum. It's thin, stretchy, and it can bend a little. And behind your eardrum is a small air space. Your ear likes the air pressure on the outside and the air pressure on the inside to match. When they match, your ear feels normal. You hear normally. Everything is comfy. But when you go up or down quickly, the air pressure outside changes faster than the air pressure inside your ear. So now there's a pressure mismatch. It's like one side is pushing harder than the other side. That can make your eardrum bend a little. And that bending can make your ear feel full, blocked, or funny. Now here comes the hero of the story, the Eustachian tube. Big name, but we can make it simple. Your Eustachian tube is like a tiny pressure tunnel. It connects the inside of your ear to the back of your throat. Most of the time, it's closed, but it opens when you swallow, yawn, or move your jaw. When it opens, air can move through that tiny tunnel and balance the pressure. And when the pressure finally matches again, pop! That pop sound is your ear saying, ah, balanced. It's not your ear breaking, it's your ear fixing itself. So when you're going up a mountain and your ears pop, it's because the air pressure outside is changing. Your eardrum feels the difference, and your Eustachian tube opens to equalize it. Science in action. Inside your head. Pop. Now let's make air pressure visible with two simple, safe demonstrations. Remember, ask a grown-up to help. Be gentle. And do not try to blow air into your ears or force anything. If your ear hurts, stop and tell a grown-up. We are learning science, not trying to be tough. Demo number 1, the drum skin cup demo. You need a cup and either a balloon or plastic wrap. If you have a balloon, ask a grown-up to cut off the round end of the balloon so it becomes a stretchy sheet. If you don't have a balloon, plastic wrap works too. Stretch the balloon piece or plastic wrap over the top of the cup. Pull it tight like a drum. Smooth it so it looks like a little drum top. Now gently tap it with your finger. Boing! It should feel bouncy. That stretched surface is like a pretend eardrum. Now here's the air pressure part. Hold the cup in your hands and gently press the sides of the cup a little, or push air near it with your hand. You might see the drum skin move slightly. If you use plastic wrap, you can try placing your warm hands around the cup for a moment, then remove them. Sometimes you'll see a tiny movement as the air changes inside. You're seeing the idea. Air can push on a thin surface, and that surface can bend. Just like your eardrum can bend when pressure is different on each side. Demo number 2. The syringe push demo. You need a syringe with no needle, or a squeeze bottle like an empty clean ketchup bottle. Ask a grown-up to help. If using a syringe, pull the plunger back a little so there's air inside. Now place your finger gently over the tip of the syringe to seal it. Make sure it's just air, no liquid. Then try to push the plunger in. What happens? It pushes back. That's air pressure. The trapped air inside doesn't want to be squished easily. It pushes back against the plunger. Now pull the plunger out while your finger still seals the tip. It pulls back too. That's still air pressure. The air inside is trying to balance things. This is a great way to feel that air can push, even when you can't see it. Just remember, do not put the syringe near your ears. This is only for your hands. Gentle science only. Okay, now that we understand the mystery, what can you do when your ears pop? Here are gentle, kid-safe tips that help your Eustachian tube open naturally. You can swallow, like swallowing spit or sipping water. You can yawn. Even a fake yawn can help. Yawn! You can chew gum, but only if a grown-up says it's okay for you. You can move your jaw side to side like you're pretending to chew a giant sandwich. All of these actions help open that tiny pressure tunnel. And if you ever feel strong pain or the weird feeling doesn't go away, tell a grown-up. That's important. Now, let's do 2 quick myth-busting questions. True or false? Only airplanes make ears pop. Think about it. The answer is false. Airplanes are famous for ear popping, but ears can pop in cars going up mountains, fast elevators, tunnels, and even during quick weather pressure changes. Anywhere the air pressure changes quickly, your ears might do the pop trick. Second mythbuster. True or false? Ear popping means something is broken. The answer is false. Most of the time, ear popping is normal pressure balancing. It's your ear doing its job. It's like a tiny pressure reset. Now let's connect this to real life, because air pressure is a sneaky superhero that changes lots of things. Elevators can do it. Some elevators move so fast that your ears pop, just like on a small mountain. Mountains do it too. When you drive up a twisty road, your ears might pop as you go higher and higher. Tunnels can do it. Sometimes you go through a long tunnel and feel pressure changes, especially if you're moving fast or the tunnel has different air conditions. Weather can do it. Before a big storm, air pressure can change. Some people notice their ears feel different, or their ears pop more easily. Scuba diving can do it too, because water pressure changes a lot when you go down. But that's a grown-up and trained activity, and we won't do any how-to. Just know it's another example of pressure changing around your body. And here's a funny one you might have seen. Have you ever brought a bag of chips to a high place, like a mountain? The bag can puff up like a balloon. Why? Because outside air pressure is lower at high altitude, so the air inside the bag pushes outward more than the air outside pushes inward. So the bag expands. Puff! That's air pressure again. Air pressure is like invisible hands pushing from all directions. When the pushing changes, things bend, pop, puff, or feel different. Now, let's do a quick mini recap. Easy to remember. Air pressure is invisible pushing from tiny air molecules. At higher altitude, there is less air above you, so pressure is lower. At lower altitude, there is more air above you, so pressure is higher. Your eardrum is a tiny drum skin that can bend. Your Eustachian tube is a tiny pressure tunnel that opens to balance pressure. When pressure balances, you may hear a pop. Swallowing, yawning, or moving your jaw can help. And your ear popping is usually your ear being smart, not broken. So next time you're driving up a mountain and you hear pop, 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 you can smile and say, "My ears are doing science." Thanks for exploring with Funimation 3D today. If you enjoyed this fun science mystery, please like the video, share it with a friend, and subscribe to Funimation 3D for more fun facts and cool experiments for kids. And tell us in the comments, where did your ears pop? Mountains, elevator, or airplane?